What is going on? What is happening with you, my beautiful people? It's your boy Caleb here at Midway Vibes, going with take two. Here with my boy, my homie, my cousin, someone I'm super grateful to have in my life, a young entrepreneur, a young dad. Thank you for coming on. How's your world? Take two. We actually recorded a whole session, and then it didn't even get recorded. So now we're hitting it take two. We're gonna get it recorded this time for real.
Sounds good, man.
So tell me, how was it as a 19-year-old becoming a young father? Tell me what are some of the things that you had to learn? How you overcame them?
Yeah, my oldest was born when I was 19. I want to say I had to learn things the hard way. Some of the things that I've learned though was, patience, just being an adult, man. That's what it pretty much, patience, being an adult, responsible adult.
Yeah.
And just learning from your mistakes, man. You're gonna have mistakes out there, and it's just how I learn. I learn things the hard way most of the time. Okay, as my mom says, dad cool. But it's just the way it is, man. You live and learn, and
that's the only way to do it.
Man. It's the only way you figure shit out. To be honest.
Learn every day.
Yeah.
Learn from other people too.
For sure. For sure.
Have you ever heard of this book? It's called Like a Man Thinketh, or As a Man Thinketh.
No.
It's a pretty legit book.
Yeah.
I literally just told someone about it this morning. I don't remember who wrote it, but it's a legit book. It's like based off of your mindset and like how if you change your mindset, like you're gonna change everything.
Yeah. I actually read what was that one called?
As a Man Thinketh.
As a Man Thinking.
Thinketh.
Thinketh?
Yeah, it's an older book. It was written a while, probably maybe not Shakespeare's, but around.
I read a book. The title's called "Unfuck Yourself."
Yeah.
And it's just like that, though. It gives you, teaches you how to change your mindset on things.
Yeah.
How to see things. How to view things, and it's called "Unfuck Yourself." And I tell people about that, and they laugh because the fucking title is weird.
Off.
Yeah, but no lie, teaches you a lot, and it helps you unfuck yourself, man.
Yeah.
And there's this guy at work that I've been trying to get him to read it for a while, man, because he's always in this negative state, dude. And I'm just like, dude, you gotta get out of that mindset, because it's just it's gonna drive you crazy, man. And he's just like, nah. He's like, well, I'm not gonna read a book and it's gonna change my life. I was like, no, it's not gonna change. You gotta make that.
You gotta do it within yourself.
Yeah, that's you reading it is it's just resources for you to change your mindset.
Yeah.
And he's just like being dumb and he doesn't want to read it.
You have to want that change within yourself before it comes.
Exactly. And just like I told him, I was like, dude, you're not gonna read this book and your life's not gonna change. It's not like a fucking miracle. You gotta put in the work, man. You gotta put in the work every day, physically, mentally, and
I feel like it's simple, but it's not easy.
True. I agree, man. It's hard out there.
Yeah.
It's hard, especially if you're raised a certain way.
Yeah.
And then you gotta change.
I feel like that's a thing that we also we all have our childhood traumas that we gotta fix in a way. We gotta unfuck ourselves.
Exactly, dude. And yeah, man, it's a good book to read. I don't know if you've ever read it.
I've never read it. I'm gonna probably listen to it when I'm at work, because I listen to audiobooks and voices when I'm at work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to that.
That's cool, man. There was this other podcast called Mindset Mentor.
I feel like I've seen that.
Yeah. He's some guy from Austin. It's pretty good, man. I like listening to his podcast. They helped me out, the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Because I haven't really been into this stuff. So a couple years
personal
ago.
development?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool, man. Check that book out too, or the podcast.
Yeah. Definitely. What you say it's called?
Mindset Mentor. Yeah. It's pretty good, man.
Do you feel like personal development has played a role, because you also own your own business? You recently started that about a year ago. So do you feel like that has played a role in starting your business?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. You just want to drive to get better.
Yeah.
And you gotta want to have that drive, and reading it's been helping me.
Yeah.
With personal development, and it's helped me get to where I'm at now.
Yeah.
To be honest, actually, all my life, all my mistakes, learning experiences, has gotten me to where I'm at now.
Yeah.
The way my mindset is, all my experiences that they cut me out.
Yeah.
Where I'm at now. And I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, definitely.
At the time, you're not grateful at all. You're like, fuck, you know.
Exactly. You're like, fuck this.
Like, dude, what the fuck?
Happening?
You know, what is all this?
Yeah.
You know, why is this happening to me?
Yeah.
But it all comes down to your decisions.
Yes.
You know, how your mindset and how you let things at, how you want to see things. And
how we perceive them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man.
It's crazy because I heard this story about like these two brothers. These two brothers, and they were both grew up from the same family, the same dad, the same mom. The mom was like never really around. She was always trying to work, but she could never make ends meet.
Yeah.
And then the dad was just like a super drunk alcoholic. He didn't really care. He would like beat on the family, right?
Yeah.
And both of the boys grew up, and they both grew up, and one of them lived the same exact life like as a father, and then the other one was super wealthy, was like a millionaire. And then they asked him, they're like, what, like, why are you in the position you're in now?
Yeah.
And the guy, the brother, he was in jail, and like he followed his father's footsteps, and he was like, look at my dad, I had like no choice. And they asked the other brother, that the millionaire, and they're like, why are you in the position you're in now? And he's like, did my father, I had no choice to become. And it's like all the way you perceive things is the way our life is going to change up.
Sure, man. I agree on that, 100%. But gotta have a good mindset out here in this world.
Yeah.
If you don't have a good mindset,
Mindset is everything.
Yeah, it's gonna tear you up and throw you out.
Throw you out, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta have that strong mindset. You gotta stand guard at the gate of your heart.
And being mentally strong, bro, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard, man, because you got life, you got challenges, and you gotta figure it all out, man.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how this shit works.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I feel like it's all kind of like, in a way, planned out. Like it's all gonna work out no matter what. But it's crazy, like you're saying.
Yeah. You don't see the light at the end of the tunnel when you're going through all your struggles, but when you sit down and you really think about it, like you gotta be grateful for what you have and just fucking live it up, man.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
So when you trade your expectations for appreciation.
There you go. Gotta trade your expectations for appreciation.
Yeah.
I like that.
Changes the game.
Where'd you hear that at?
Tony Robbins.
Didn't you see that guy live?
Yeah, I did.
How was that?
He's intense. He's legit.
Dude.
He's honestly the reason why I started this podcast, and like the reason, basically, like he's the resource I've been using to help me get to where I am today. Yeah.
That's cool, man. The first time I heard of Tony Robbins was on that movie with
Shallow
Hal.
Yeah, that's where a lot of people say they hear from him.
Yeah, that's the first time, and I was like, who is this guy? You know, and then
this
like
tall ass guy.
later on, like I see who he is, man. He's a big guy. Like,
yeah, he's like 6'7" or 6'9" or something.
Big guy, dude. And he has a lot of impact on people.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Definitely massive impact.
Yeah.
He's the #1 like life coach and business coach in the world.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to start listening to him because I've heard of him, but I've never really listened to him.
He's really, so his voice is not there. Like when you first start listening to him, you're like, dude, get this guy off the mic. Like when you first started, like, because that's how I was like, dude, I can't listen to this guy. His voice is like so raspy. I don't want to hear this. But he says like good quality stuff, and it's like he dumbs it down for you so you can understand. And it's like it's intense. Like my mom was the one who discovered it during quarantine. Like we were doing a free event, and my mom went, and I didn't really like it because it was during quarantine, so we're hanging out all the time. And I was like, dude, let's hang out. And she was like, I'm watching my videos. And I was like, you're lame. And she ended up buying a course from the Tony Robbins. And I was like, she told me, she was like, I'm gonna be in another event. I was like, dude, you're wild. And I just started my t-shirt company, so I was making shirts. And I literally just got it in that day, so I was like frustrated because I didn't know how to use the machine. I was like going through all this product. So I went to the kitchen and I'm like, hey, I need to chill. I'm gonna make something to eat. And my mom had it on the speaker so I could hear it. And I'm like, listen, this guy's saying some pretty good stuff. I walk in and I was like, I'm only gonna stay for 15 minutes. That's it. I'm going back to work. I walked in there and then I was in there for the next 4 days. Yeah.
Damn.
And then ever since then, I've just been like, basically, it's like full submersion when you go to his events. It's intense. So it's like 12-hour days.
Where'd y'all see him at?
And it's virtual.
Oh,
it's all virtual. Well, now there's like some live events, but majority of it's virtual.
Damn, dude. I'm gonna check him out.
Yeah, definitely. So you started your lawn mowing cutting business. Come and mow it.
Come and mow it. Landscaping.
Yeah.
Come mow, baby.
Yeah. Go check them out, though. Legit. Can we find you on Instagram, Facebook?
Facebook, Come and Mow Landscaping. Just on Facebook, really. But
we're gonna put the link in the description. You're gonna check them out. Get your lawn cut. He's gonna get you right.
Do mowing, mulching, do everything. You name it, we do it.
Yes, sir. So what is it that made you want to get started?
I was just at a point in my life where I was, I still do my regular, 7 to 3:30 job, building airplanes and stuff like that for Collins Aerospace. But I was just at a point where I knew I wanted to do something for myself and, start something to maybe where I could pass it down to the boys. Yeah. And I was just in a slump, man. I was tired of, just working 7 to 3:30 and I had all this extra time.
More for yourself.
Yeah. I had all this extra time and I was like, man, I gotta do something. And I was just trying to find something that I was good at. Yeah. Something I was good at, that I could make money, pass it on to my kids and stuff like that. And a coworker of mine was actually doing the same thing. He started his lawn business and he was just like, dude, I need help. Come help me out. And I was like, nah, man, I'm not gonna go sweat my balls off, right now. I was like, chilling. Yeah. And he was like, dude, come on. He was like, I'm making money. He was like, show me how much money he was making. He was like, I'm just cutting grass, doing this and that. And I was like, nah, I'm gonna chill. And Sabrina had actually told me too. It's like, hey, you should start a landscaping business because I was always taking care of my yard, cutting it, doing what I got to do around the house. And I learned that stuff too when I was younger with my dad. Cutting that fucking big ass acre with the push mower. Yeah. Fucking taking me 4 or 5 hours to do it.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. And I was out there crying and shit when I was a kid. I didn't want to do it, man.
Yeah.
But I just, I was trying to find something that I was good at, and homeboy was like, I need your help, so I started helping him out, and he was like, I'll pay you good, and which he did. And, I was just like, man, I could do this too, I could do this too, I like doing this. So I told him, I was like, dude, look, I kind of want to start my own thing. And he was like, yeah, man. It was like, I need you to show me the ropes, show me your pricing. And he was like, yeah, I'll help you out. He was like, there's plenty of grass out here for everybody. Everybody's gonna make money. And so I just came up with the logo, and just like a whole bunch of brainstorming with my coworkers and stuff like that. Yeah. My family, like Sabrina, I was asking her what she thought about this idea, like my logo and stuff like that. That's all from scratch, man. And I did
using the resources.
Yeah, using my resources. And it was Come and Mow Landscaping, and I got it from Come and Take It. Yeah. I've always been big on Second Amendment. I have a big old flag in my garage.
Just to clarify.
Come and Take It.
That's about the guns, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I just using my brain, clip art, just putting shit together.
Wasn't that from the Civil War?
Yeah.
What does it represent? Because I don't know exactly.
They wanted to take their guns.
Yeah,
is what it was.
That's what it was.
Yeah, they wanted to take their guns.
Who?
Not too sure, man. I just not too sure how it all played out, but yeah, they wanted to come. No, that's from the Alamo. Isn't it?
I don't know. No, the Alamo's with David Crockett.
Right, because it was a cannon. It was a cannon.
Yeah, it was a cannon.
Nah, oh man, I have to look it up. I remember something about a cannon.
And I think there is a cannon on it.
Yeah,
there's guns.
The original one it's a cannon, a star cannon. It says "Come and Take It."
Yeah.
And yeah, that was pretty much what it was. They were telling them, "Come and take it."
Yeah.
And pretty much just wanted
all the smoke.
Yeah. And I'm gonna have to look into that now that you brought it up, man, because I completely forgot how that whole "Come and Take It" thing came.
I know. I feel like it was either during the Alamo or the Civil War.
I'm gonna say it was the Alamo, bro. Maybe the Civil War.
I don't know which one.
We're gonna have to look that up. But yeah.
I wish I had someone how Joe Rogan has his.
Yeah,
he's like, look it up.
Look it up.
fact check that.
But yeah, man. So I just brainstorm and came up with the logo. And just put it all together and got my first lawnmower, my weed eater, and just started buying things.
Yeah, slowly.
Yeah, slowly.
So did you ever like want to like just full submerge and be like, I'm gonna just buy it all, or did you know like slow?
I see the other guys like they finance their mowers and stuff like that, the big mowers. But I didn't want to like pick up a payment or anything like that, so I was just buying everything cash. You know, I figured like further along down the line, you know, I'll finance something like that.
Yeah.
But I just didn't want to have an extra payment, you know. So I just bought everything cash. There were times when I would have to borrow from, you know, homeboy. Cause, you know, I was like, hey, let me borrow your backpack blower, or let me borrow your weed
That's
killer.
what it's called? Backpack blower? No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
We just call it the blower at work.
Yeah.
And I was wondering that the other day because I was like, if I ever had to talk to someone who didn't know this, like that didn't work in our crew, how would I even tell them? Like,
yeah, those things are expensive, man, but they do work.
Yeah.
They do work, man. And I got two of them. I got a hand blower and then I got a backpack blower. And just buying everything like cash. I know a booster too. Guy that fucking, goes and does this thing and then comes sells it for cheap to me.
Oh, I was like, I thought you were talking about like a booster club or something.
No. And he was just like, hey, I got this, chainsaw, I got this hedger, so I would get it for cheap, man. Brand new too, so.
Yeah.
But I guess he got busted or something because I haven't heard from him in a while. Yeah, man, it's been going good. Been real busy. The season just started like 3 weeks ago, maybe about a month ago, bro. And I'm telling you, bro, it's been busy. And the season really hasn't even fully started because we're barely in spring. Yeah. And just picking up, man. Doing like 2 or 3 yards a day. On top of that, we got mulch jobs and stuff like that. I got a big job in New Braunfels coming up. And it's been going good, bro. It's been going good. It's stressful sometimes because I'm getting phone calls, trying to like put everything in my schedule. And
have you ever heard of so not a to-do list, but a to-done list? You ever heard of that?
To-done list.
Yeah. It's almost the same thing like a to-do list.
You're just checking off what you've done.
Yeah, but instead of like making it a to-do list, you change you still all the things you have to do, but you put them in a simpler form. So instead of like cut the grass, you'll be like, and you also make it like done, that it's already like done. Like, the way you write it, you're like, I mowed 3 lawns today. So then when you check it, you like feel even more like a badass. You're like, I already did this.
I like that, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I'm going to start doing that because it gets stressful sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like getting phone calls and texts, and then sometimes I feel bad because like I'm at my regular job, and like I'm trying to like do my regular job and then do this.
Yeah. And
then like sometimes I take a couple days to like reply to a couple customers or something like that, But it's going good, man. I must say I'm grateful for being busy.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
what would you say it is that keeps you like going and driven on like the hard days?
Shoot, man. I want my company to be successful.
Yeah.
I want to grow. I just want to have a successful business. I want people to know what I do. I want to also support the community.
Yeah.
One of my goals, bro, no lie, is at the baseball fields, they got the sign in the back on the fields.
Yeah.
I want to have a sign out there, in all 4 or 5 fucking fields they have there in San Marcos.
Yeah.
And get a sign out there. One of my other goals too, man, is when they have the parades downtown.
Yeah.
I want to, I just want to like sponsor the parade somehow, and then be able to go in the parade with a 0 turn and fucking be out there riding around, and then just be passing out like business cards and candy and stuff like that. And for sure, want to do that in the future, man.
Yeah, that'd be dope. This is gonna be live when you do it.
Dude, for sure, man. Have like speakers and like fucking jammy cumbias and shit, handing out candy. But
rain candy.
It's one of my goals, man, for the baseball. Speaking of baseball, I sponsored the T-ball team for Jackson's T-ball this year.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got a plaque. It says,
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm also coaching the team, so that's kind of why I did that also.
Yeah.
Yeah, we put Jackson in T-ball, and they were like, we have a team, but we don't have a coach. And they sent an
How's
email
that?
about it. It's another stressful thing, dude. They sent out an email, and they're like, hey, we need a coach. Anybody want to volunteer? And I was like, not me. I was like, I'm chilling. And then Sabrina was like, no, I'm going to volunteer you. And we let it go for a couple days, seeing if anybody would volunteer. Nobody
No one
did.
did.
So I was like, damn. I was like, I want Jackson to play T-ball this year. So I was like, fuck it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And so we signed up, man. And they were like, here you go. Here's a roster. Here's this. Here's that. It's on you. And I was like, dang. You got practice at 5:30 on Thursday at this field every Thursday. And I was just like, cool. So we took it on, man. And we got a pretty good team.
Yeah.
We got a pretty good 5 solid players that we play on the front because with T-ball, they don't hit it every once in a while. You can get them in the outfield, but it's
More
mostly up
closer.
front. Yeah. And so we got a good solid team, man, and it's been going good. It's stressful at times, but it's going good, man. Like the outcome, being like winning. We won like 2 or 3 already.
Yeah.
To see the kids like happy that they won. Sometimes they even know. They're like, "Did we win?" They're like, "Yeah, we won, boy." And it's just fun, man. It's fun. It's stressful sometimes with the kids because they're 6-year-olds, bro. They're playing with the dirt.
6-year-olds.
Yeah. Throwing their glove up in the air right when they hit the ball. And I try not to be hard on them, man, because they're 6, bro. But I just feel like that's where it starts,
Yeah.
That's where it starts. That's when you start learning the discipline, learning how to listen, learning when your coach talking or, trying to teach something, you got to listen. And that just doesn't go for baseball, it goes for like everyone, life. When you're working, you got to pay attention to your boss. When you're at home, you got to pay attention to your mom. And so that's what I try to do, man. And like, nobody's really judge me on my coaching, but I'm hard on them, dude.
Yeah.
I make sure they know what they're doing and they're doing it, because at the end of the day, I want to fucking win.
Yeah.
I didn't want to coach at the beginning, but now
You're like,
I'm all about winning. Bro.
Yeah.
I want to win.
Yeah. That's how it is. That's how our natural state as a masculine energy is. We're like naturally competitive.
We're
like
competitive,
trying to
man.
win.
There's competition everywhere. Like even with the landscaping,
Yeah.
There's like when I first started, it'll be here in July, I think.
Yeah.
When I first started, there was only like 2 people posting or advertising on the San Marcos, pages and stuff like that. But now it's like a daily, like there's somebody new posting,
Yeah.
and we're cutting yards or we're doing this, and they post work, and I'm like, damn, that's some good shit right there, And I'm not hating on nobody, bro. Like I'm liking their stuff, I don't want to hate on them, and but yeah, man.
We all just gotta go together.
Yeah, there's competition everywhere, but that's just the way life is, dude.
Yeah.
There's somebody always
Yeah.
out there trying to be better than you.
Yeah. Definitely.
And
There's always someone putting more work in than you are.
yeah, and that's what motivates me too, man. There's people out there trying to be better than you, and like I said, dude, I just want to win. I want to win. I want to get money.
Yeah.
I just, the future goal is to not even be going out there and working,
Yeah.
I just want to be owning the business and just having, my
Having
people
Yeah.
out there working. But I'm not there yet, and I'm going to get there. But
You'll get there.
yeah,
It just takes
I want to
time.
say a couple more years or another year or 2. Or,
Yeah. Definitely. You can make it happen.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Another thing that keeps me motivated too is like seeing family. Seeing like
Yeah.
your mom, Sam, Lencho, your dad, like, them doing their own thing, regardless of what it is, bro. Like, I love seeing that desire of people, especially like you. You're so young, bro. How old are you?
Yeah. 19.
I see, like, I was having a kid at your age, bro.
Yeah.
And like, here you are doing your shit, man. Like,
Yeah.
podcasts, all your other stuff that you've been doing. It's fucking
Yeah.
bad. That's what keeps me
Thanks.
motivated.
Yeah,
Another
I
part of me.
appreciate that.
Keeps me motivated. It's seeing family hustle, bro.
Yeah, like we're all getting
Yeah,
after it.
we're all like, don't know, it's just weird. Like our family's like this bunch of hustlers. You know?
Yeah.
It's like me and Liana were talking about that the other day. And we were drinking, you know, we're all having a good time, and she's like, man, our family's like fucking feeding it, bro. Like, we're fucking top notch.
Yeah.
And I was like, our family has a whole bunch of badasses in our family, you know. And just want to follow that legacy, man. Just be a badass.
I feel like
be a badass at everything, you know.
Yeah.
And but yeah, man.
So how would you say, like right now that we're like in this economical winter, and there's like gas prices are like kind of iffy. How is it that you're continuing your long-standing business? Because that for a lot of people would be a breaking point. They'd be like, gas prices are going up, things are changing. I'm good. What is it for you? Or that makes you want to keep going?
You know, things are changing, bro. But you know, things are always gonna change. Like no matter
everything
changes, and that's what I learned too. Is like you gotta learn to adjust to changes.
Yeah.
And I want to say the last 5 years, bro. Like I've had a lot of changes in my life. And it's like with work, like you know, my bosses. Like I think I've been through like 4 bosses.
Yeah.
Maybe 5, because you know, at their level, like it's kind of hard to stay where they're at. But
Like they get demoted or promoted?
They leave or they get fired. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And it's just changes, bro. You gotta learn how to adjust to changes and adapt. And I've learned that in the last 5 or 6 years, man. Just adapting, and can't change anything.
Yeah.
You just have to learn to adapt. You can't change these prices on gas. And to be honest, man, I don't even look at gas prices.
Yeah.
Just fucking put gas. I need it.
Yeah.
I need it. And like, I see people like raising the prices and stuff like that, but I never really changed my pricing.
Yeah. I feel like if you need to, go ahead and raise your prices. But like if not, I feel like it shouldn't really be a need. You know what I mean?
There's certain jobs that I do like charge for gas. Like this New Braunfels job that I have, like I'm charging them for gas, $40. But it's all in the quote,
Yeah.
And
that's reasonable.
Yeah, and I show them the quote too. I show them what I'm doing, like, gas charge, stuff like that. And nobody really says anything about it. But I only do that every once in a while, like when I gotta drive far or something.
Yeah. Them far drives,
Yeah. I gotta make it worth it,
Yeah.
But yeah, there are a lot of changes, man. But you just gotta learn how to adapt and move forward with it. Because if not,
you get left behind.
You get left behind, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna get left behind, and you're gonna be playing catch up.
Yeah. You gotta be able to move like before. You gotta anticipate the change.
Yeah.
Before it comes.
But yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So tell me, what is it that like really pushes you? Because you obviously were like a young dad.
Yeah.
And then you had more kids, and like you have your business. So what is it that pushes you like to continue growing? Because we often get like comfortable in a position, and it's like I often get comfortable too. Like I'm just like I'm cool here, and then I have to play catch up, like you're saying. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so far behind. Slow down.
Yeah, it's how do I say this? I want to say that what keeps me going, bro, is like my kids, man, my family. Giving them what they want and stuff like that, and it's really what motivates me to, keep going and trying to be the best, bro.
Yeah.
It is.
So is there a question? If there's a question, if there was like you could talk to your younger self, like 10 years prior, what is it that you would tell yourself?
I would tell myself just to learn more, learn every day, and take it in. Because when I was young, like I learned stuff, but I didn't really take it in.
Yeah.
And I would just say learn as much as you can. Be grateful, because there was times when I wasn't grateful. Because I thought I was gonna be in this slump forever or something like that. But just be grateful. Just be grateful for what you have, because there's a lot of people that have it a lot worse. And that's what I tell myself most of the time. Like, it could be worse.
Could be, because like
worse,
we like wake up and we go to our faucet and we just turn on.
Yeah.
And there's like people that have to like go to a river and then like come back and clean it. And I'm like, that's an inconvenience.
Yeah.
Like, and we just come over here and just doing a little switch.
Yeah, man. But,
Yeah. So do you have any questions you have to ask for me or anything?
What's going on with the CBD stuff? I didn't get the memo on that, man.
Yeah. Yes, I closed down at the end of February. February 28th was my last day open like the CBD shop. And it wasn't really like, it was more particularly because I didn't see myself doing it in the long term.
Yeah.
And I didn't see like any value in continuing to put in like any time and money and effort into it. So I was just like, I gotta close. But like I still didn't know what I was gonna do. I was just kind of just like, I know I don't want to do this anymore. So I've just been working in construction now full time, but I'm working on some courses, like personal development courses, just basically breaking through your limiting beliefs and living your ultimate life.
That's
So
cool.
finding your true self.
Yeah.
Living your ultimate
I
life.
think it's awesome that at your age you're talking about like personal development, bro.
Yeah.
Because I remember at my age, like, nobody really talked about that. Those resources, they weren't available to us.
Yeah.
And I think it's awesome that they have that shit now. Because I mean, look at you, man. Like,
Yeah.
in it, bro.
Yeah. I
And
appreciate that.
yeah, man, it's pretty badass.
I feel like it was just like all started like when it started off in a slump. Like I was like,
Yeah.
you were saying, like I was just like, why am I here? And it, like I would listen to motivational speeches like every now and then before like a football game or
Yeah.
something. But that was about it. And it was like I was in a slump and I got into some trouble after my grandparents
Yeah.
died. I got into some trouble. And I was like super down. Like I was down bad. Like I was down horrendous.
Yeah.
And then like I got off of, like probation. I was like clear, but I was still internally like messed
Yeah.
up. And it didn't like not till like recently, like a year ago, it was like when everything. Like, I got into personal development, like full submerging.
Yeah,
That's when
man.
everything changed.
That's cool, man. I think in the last 3 years or 2 or 3 years, I've been into like personal development, man.
Yeah.
And I think it's awesome. There's a lot of resources out there, like YouTube, the podcasts,
Yeah.
Apple Podcasts. Like they have a lot of resources there that you can use, and that stuff helps, man.
Yeah.
Because you gotta be mentally tough in this
That's what
world.
you feed your mind.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to feed your mind negativity, you're gonna be negative, man.
Yeah.
But if you feed yourself positive info, you're gonna see the positive outcome on it,
Yeah.
and it just makes your life easier.
It does.
It makes your life a lot easier instead of being negative.
Yeah. Just being in the present and like having the positive outlook on it.
Yeah, I think they should have like personal development like in high school, man.
Yeah, they
Freshman
should.
year, they should have some kind of courses on that or something.
No way. Oh, it's still recording.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, I definitely feel like they should have some courses. Or
Yeah.
like maybe not courses, but just like I don't know, because I feel like at that age I wasn't open to personal
Yeah,
development.
true.
But I feel like they definitely should like sneak it in or like find a way to put it in, or like make it an elective or something.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, man, there's a lot of resources out there for personal development. And you gotta take the
You gotta take the
take the
initiative.
initiative
Yeah.
to go into that stuff and
No one's gonna do it for you.
feed your mind with that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got any final questions or any last questions for me or for anyone listening?
No, I don't. Just come and mow it. Landscaping.
Go check them out.
Hit me up. 512-618-8023.
Go check them out. 512-618-8073.
8023.
8023. Do you, is there anything you wish I would have asked you? Is there anything? Huh?
I enjoy like just having a conversation,
Yeah.
especially with like family and like friends and stuff like that.
That's what I like too, just getting people's outlook on life. 'Cause
Yeah.
Everyone has a different outlook and we all perceive things differently. We all have different stories, experiences.
For sure, man. Everybody's life's different and everybody has different lessons,
Yeah.
and just the way life is, man. Yeah, live and learn and just move forward with everything.
Yeah.
Moving forward, man.
Yeah.
Going strong.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
Thanks for coming on. I appreciate you for coming on. Our take
Appreciate you
two.
having me.
Thank you guys for listening. Hit that like button, subscribe button, become a part of the family. Peace out.